Okay, so problem number 58, we have two rational expressions, which is a fancy way of saying fractions with variables. And we're multiplying them, and we want to see what a simplified version of this would look like. And so what I'm doing is I'm writing down the problem, and then we will proceed from there. So that's the question, and I've written down the problem like such. Okay, so we can cross multiply, or we can multiply across and then simplify. Let's do that. So what I want to do is I'm going to do one thing at a time. I'm just going to say 2 times 20. Well, that's 40. That was easy enough. And then a to the 7th times, well, there's no a's there, so it's just a to the 7th. And then I have b to the 6th and b squared, that's going to be b to the 8th. And then on the bottom, I have 1 times 4, which is 4. And then I have a to the 1st times a to the 3rd, which is a to the 4th. And then b to the 3rd, and then b to the 8th, which is b to the 11th. All right. Now, 4 goes into 40 and into 4. So I'm going to divide the top by 4, which will give me 10. And then divide the bottom 4 by 4, which gives me 1. Now, when it comes to the a's, I've got 4 on the bottom and 4 on the top. So I'm going to take 4, which is the least power, and subtract 4 there, and then I'm going to subtract 4 there. So that leaves me with a to the 0 on the bottom and a to the 7 minus 3 on the top, which is a to the 3rd. And then now b is different because I have b to the 8th on the top and b to the 11th on the bottom. So the least of the two is going to be 8. So I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides, and that'll give me b to the 0 on top and b to the 3rd on the bottom. Now this is a shortcut way to do it, but I want you to remember that if I had let's do p to the 7th over p to the 3rd, that's the same as saying p times p 7 times. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more, 6. All over p to the 3, p to the 3, p to the 3. Well, I have more p's on top and less on the bottom, so by choosing the least on the bottom and subtracting by that power both the top and bottom, what I'm really doing is it's a shortcut of showing that p divided by p is the same as 1 over 1. P divided by p is the same as 1 over 1. P divided by p is the same as 1 over 1. I have 0 p's on the bottom and 4 on the top. Now if I want to double check that, I had 10a to the 3rd. I think that's the answer. Yep.